Our first speaker, ladies and gentlemen, he started out as a successful entrepreneur and businessman, but soon got the bug for politics. In 2010, he was elected mayor of Leesville. He is also associated with Let's Grow Vernon. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce the mayor of Leesville, Mr. Robert Rose.
Wow. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out today, and especially those people standing out there in summertime along the streets welcoming this delegation from the Department of the Army to our city. I'd especially like to thank the elected officials from our state, parishes, cities of Louisiana, and East Texas, Brigadier General Hickman, his staff and soldiers of Fort Polk, Colonel O'Donohue, and Mr. Andy Napoli of the Department of the Army. Friends and neighbors of the Fort Polk region, welcome to the city of Leesville and Vernon Parish. Pastor Christian, the board members and the congregation of the First United Pentecostal Church of Leesville, on behalf of all of us gathered here today, thank you for your graciousness and hospitality in hosting this meeting this afternoon. We all know how much work has been done, and we are deeply grateful. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we will hear from elected officials, business owners, retired military, area residents, and others detailing the multitude of reasons why we are certain, not just think, the most logical, cost-effective decision is that Fort Polk truth strength should be increased and not decreased. We have all studied the facts about Fort Polk, its cost of operation and strategic importance to the Army. Tonight, some of this information will surely be discussed again. Additionally, the Louisiana Economic Development Department has detailed the economic impact Fort Polk has on our state and region and the financial devastation a troop reduction of 5,300 soldiers would have. This, too, will surely be commented on again tonight. However, I want to speak very briefly on an issue that goes to the very heart of our region's relationship with Fort Polk and its soldiers and families. That issue is trust. Trust by Fort Polk and the Department of Army that when they identified needs of our communities such as highway construction, schools, affordable planned housing, airport improvements, and help in acquiring additional training lands, our communities rolled up their sleeves and opened their pocketbooks and spent hundreds of millions of dollars to demonstrate that our region was worthy of the Army's trust. Is it not right then, having demonstrated our trustworthiness, the Army should also act in a trustworthy manner? Trust by our communities that Fort Polk will be a strong, stable neighbor that will provide the confidence necessary for our business community and governments to continue to make significant long-term investments to better the quality of life for all of our residents, military and civilian. Trust that the Department of Army will now and forever end the every 20-year cycle of boom or bust manpower planning at Fort Polk. Colonel O'Donohue, Mr. Napoli, this is not your grandfather's Fort Polk. This is Fort Polk today. The crown jewel training facility of the Army with a low cost of living for your soldiers and lower cost to operate for the Army. Our community embraces soldiers like no other. We mourn their losses with them and welcome them home from war with apple pie and ticker tape parades. Fort Polk soldiers and their families are our families. We are Fort Polk strong.